Hi, folks. This is the one and only Natasha. Oh my gosh, I saw this interview. Now I saw it way back, but I went back to go listen to it again. This is very intense interview on the fallen state with Jesse Lee Peterson and this guy that claims, of course, humans came from apes. They evolved. Apes evolved to humans, which is a theory, based off of his research. And I've heard that a long time, but there hasn't been really concrete proof other than evolution. But this interview is very interesting and very funny because they're just going back and forth arguing. Now I will go ahead and put in I'll show you, just take a listen to the video. I'll go ahead and put that. It's the short version of it. It's about whether God exists or not. Jesse Lee Peterson did say something that was untrue. He said that he knows scientists that prove God exists, that he has proof, and he knows the scientists. Whereas the guy said, hey, okay, why didn't he win a Nobel Prize and stuff like that? And then he turns it over to politics and Jesse Lee style. Oh, it's the left's fault. They're hiding that, This conversation drove me crazy. I was just laughing at these guys just going back and forth arguing. For me, honestly, I would not continue arguing with the person. If that's their belief, that's their belief. You don't argue with a person's belief. Whatever they want to believe, they're entitled to believe whatever they want to believe. They're entitled to it. And for you to sit there and argue with the person about their beliefs and also say something untrue, it's kind of a useless interview to me. It's just, what type of interview is this? You both look like an ass. That's how I see it. Both of them look like an ass. But Jesse Lee Peterson is even worse because he's the host. But it's very entertaining. I want you guys to just take a listen to this video and take a listen to these fools arguing back and forth about whether does God exist or not. This is crazy. But I think belief is something you don't have to see to believe in something. You can believe in, like, electricity. We can't see electricity, but we still believe it. We know it works. We can't see networks and stuff, but we know it works. So, again, to me, beliefs doesn't have to be, where you can actually see it. You don't have to see something in order to believe it. You don't have to have evidence in front of you in order to believe it. Some things are just, you don't need proof or evidence. You just believe it, and that's okay, Well, anyways, guys, go ahead and take a listen to these two people arguing back and forth about the existence of God. Thank you.
I know scientists who have proved that God exists, and I know those who are against God, and they think that God doesn't exist.
No, you don't.
But let me ask you, because of time.
You don't know.
I do know. I know scientists who have proved that God exists.
You don't.
I do.
No, you
yes.
don't. Then where is their Nobel Prize? Why have I not heard of them? Why are there still atheists? Why is the majority of the scientific community still atheist?
Because
if
the Nobel Prize
people had ever proved that God existed, then we would all know that God exists. No, you don't know.
Oh,
any scientist.
Yes, I do.
And you can't show documentation.
Let me say this to you. You asked why there are no Nobel Peace Prize
I think we're done. If all you're going to do is lie to me.
You asked why there are Nobel Peace.
And that's apparently all you're going to do.
You asked why are there any You asked why are there any Nobel Peace Prize for the scientists who have proven God exists?
That's not what
because
I said
the people who hand out.
I called you out. You told a lie.
The people
you
who
said that there were scientists who proved that God exists.
Hold on.
There is no scientist. There is no.
Get behind me. Hold on.
No scientist has ever done that. If that had happened,
let me say this to you.
Buckets of documentation.
Let me say that the reason that
would have gotten the Nobel Prize and the Templeton Prize, they'd be world famous.
Fine. The reason that the scientists who prove that God
there is no science to prove God exists
doesn't get the Nobel Peace Prize because the people who are handing out the Nobel Peace Prize are of their father, the devil. So they hate the children of God.
There is no devil either. Okay, I think we're done here.
No, we not quite yet. Almost. Notice that atheists tend to lean more toward the left more than toward the right. Why is that?
That's not true for a lot of cases. I'm sorry.
I said most, not all, but why is that?
because a lot of us care more about truth than others, and that's that.
But
that's
the left
always
is
been
of
my
the lie.
What's that?
The left is of the lie. They're of their father,
Excuse
the
me,
devil.
no, that itself, what you just said, is a lie
Why is that?
because it's documented false. It's factually
I have
false.
proof. Why would
You
a
don't have
man
proof.
that is left like you try to turn anyone away from God? If you don't believe that there
You
is a
said all
God,
these things.
you work all the time to turn
You
people
keep
away
saying
from
things
God.
that are nonsense. You keep making assertions that are factually false.
You
keep
said
telling
you
me
have helped.
things about myself that are wrong.
You
told
said
me
that
things
you have
I-
helped Christians, those who believe in God,
okay.
turn away from Him.
All right. What would you like me to do?
I
Would you
gotta
like me to
put-
just sit here and let you lie to me?
No, I got to put you on the hot seat. I need you to answer
Okay.
these questions as quickly as
I
possible.